Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to make Zaru Soba. It's basically cold soba noodles which is served alongside with a dipping sauce called Tsuyu, and you take the soba, you dip it in the sauce and you slurp it up. Now the Tsuyu is actually really easy to make, and once you've made it, you can store it in the fridge or in the freezer, and you can have Zaru Soba in less than 10 minutes all summer long. Now to make the Tsuyu, we are going to need Dashi, which is a Bonito and kombu stock. I will link it up here and I will also link it in the description below. So let's make the Tsuyu sauce. So let's add our Dashi, soy sauce, and mirin to the pot, and then turn the heat on to medium-high. Now while that's coming up to a boil, I'm going to put my Bonito flakes in a spice bag. Now this is not necessary and you can simply add the Bonito flakes directly to your Tsuyu and then strain it later. But I like doing this for easier cleanup. So when the Tsuyu has started to boil, add in the Bonito flakes and let it simmer for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you can turn off the heat and then let the Bonito flakes steep for another 3 minutes. Remove or strain the Bonito and then let it cool down before refrigerating. You want to serve the dipping sauce ice cold. Now here's a pro tip. I like freezing my Tsuyu in these giant silicone ice trays, and so when I'm ready to eat them, I just pop them out in the portions that I want them in. Now for the noodles, I'm using store-bought dried soba noodles. We're just going to cook it according to the time on the package, and when it's done, I like dumping the noodles in ice cold water to stop the cooking process. This creates a nice bite to the noodles. Now traditionally, the soba would be strained in a bamboo strainer, and that's actually where the name Zaru Soba comes from. Zaru means bamboo strainer, and I actually don't have a bamboo strainer, so I'm just gonna strain it in my regular strainer and it should be okay. It should not affect the flavor. Now I like serving my Zaru Soba with a ton of condiments on the side. I would say green onions is a must. I never eat Zaru Soba without it. Today, I'm going to peel and grate some daikon. The skinnier tip is better for grating, and you can use the top for stews and other dishes. I'm also going to toast some nori seaweed over the fire like this and then cut them up into strips. Tsukemono, or Japanese pickles, is always a great condiment. And today we have a cucumber and cabbage suke from the Japanese market. Now, since I don't have a fancy bamboo strainer to serve the noodles with, I'm just going to plate my noodles. Top it off with some green onions, and last but not least, some Ikura, which is salmon roe, and I think this just goes really well with the dipping sauce. Take out the Tsuyu from the refrigerator right before serving and pour it into a small bowl, then top it off with some green onions. Now grab some noodles, dip it into your Tsuyu, and slurp away. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys don't forget to like and subscribe. Next week I'll be sharing something different, so look out for that video. Good luck in the kitchen and enjoy! Itadakimasu!
Itadakimasu. Nice plating. I kind of don't want to ruin it, honestly.
Thank you. Grab some seaweed, some scallions, zuke, This makes me miss Japan.
I know. Oh my gosh. The soba we had in Kyoto. Oh, that was so good.
That was udon, dude.
Oh, that was udon. You're absolutely right. That was udon.
But soba was my last dish. Was the last dish that I ate when I was in Japan.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, in the airport.
Oh,
do you remember?
Right. Yeah. I remember we went and bought one last croquette. From, I think it was a 7-Eleven or it was
Yeah, we were like, should we get more? And then we were like, oh, maybe we could check in and then there'll be another 7-Eleven inside.
But it
It
was
the last one.
what was the other chain called?
Family Mart.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And then we went to that one and it wasn't as satisfying.